Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make 2 super easy Christmas crafts using Dollar Tree items. Alrighty y'all, let us get started. So this video is sort of like a collaboration between me and my friend V of Tapstick Design. We are doing several Christmas in July videos. So after you finish watching this video, if you would, please check down in the comments. I'll have a pinned comment for you. And look in the description box, and I'm going to have a link over to V's video and her channel where she teaches you how to do all sorts of beautiful things. But for now, what do you need for this? You need one of these muffin pans. I got this from Dollar Tree. And then you're going to need some paint. Now I'm using this white spray paint. You can also use acrylic paint, and we'll be painting the back side of the pan. Not this part, but the other side. If you're going to use acrylic paint, well, actually, if you're using spray paint too, I highly suggest that you put a coating on top of it. For example, you want to clean the muffin pan very well with some rubbing alcohol. If you're using acrylic paint, any kind of brush-on paint, you're probably going to need 2 coats to cover up any of your brush marks. For the spray paint, I usually use 2 to 3 coats. After it has dried completely dry, then you can either use a spray-on clear spray paint, or you can add a coat of Mod Podge to protect it so that the paint doesn't scrape off. So I'm going to take this outside, paint it, and come back. Now, if you want to see like a fall version of this, I got a little thingy stuck here in the paint. As I was outside painting it, a storm rolled in, and I ran out there to get it, and the paint was not completely dry yet. And so little particles from the tree fell down and got stuck in the paint, but it's okay. I can get them out or paint over it later. It's okay. But if you want to see a fall version of this, then look down in the comments and the description box, and I'll have a link for that. When I did that one, a lot of y'all asked if I could do a snowman one, so that's why I'm doing this one. And as previously, I just take a pencil, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sketch on the little faces. That makes it easier for me to paint. So I'm just going to take this and just draw the faces on and come back. So I have some of the faces drawn on here. Now, what am I going to use to paint on the faces? I'm using these paint markers. You know what? I'm probably not going to use this orange one here. Just make sure the lid is on nice and tight. Probably not going to use the orange one because I have something else that I want to use. Maybe. We'll see here in a few minutes. But anyway, these paint markers here, you can get these pretty much at any craft store. Even Walmart carries them. This particular brand came from Hobby Lobby. And I haven't used it in a few days, so you're just going to shake it up. And then I always like to have a paper towel and just kind of like dab the end on. Make sure you get the paint down into the tip here. And then we're just going to draw over where I drew the little faces. So you just draw the faces on. I'm sorry, that's my other phone going off. I'm texting back and forth with my friend Brandy. Hi, Brandy! Okay. I'll turn it off. But, there's the little mouse, and now I'm going to do the other mouse. I think this is okay. Now, what I wanted to do for the noses, let's add a little bit of texture. In the scarecrow one I did, I used an orange paint marker. This right here. And you can use that if that's what you want. And you don't even have to use paint markers for this. You can use acrylic paint. But what I'm going to do is, let's try this 3D puffy paint here. And let's see. Left-handed here. So yes, I'm turning it upside down because it's easier for me to maneuver this way, because I want the noses facing this way. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to try, oh, there's a gnat or something in here. Y'all see that mess? I'm going to try so carefully just to paint these little noses on this way. What I was thinking with this red paint pen, I could go in and like paint some little lips for the little girl snow people, you know? So I was thinking about doing that. Maybe just painting on some little lips here. Will it be cute? Maybe. Will it be terrifying? Once again, maybe. We never know. We never know. So there's some little lips. You can leave that off if you want to. I just thought it'd be cute. And I have this laying around. And I'm like, I don't know of anything that I was going to be using this red one for. So I'm going to paint some lips, some little snow people here. I'm going to paint that there and then do some here and here. And I have my hot glue gun over here heating up. And we're going to glue some Spanish moss down just like we did for the scarecrow one. And now that I've got that on, I'll go back over that red. You can see some of the black through the red. And it's okay. I'll just go back over it. I have this a pink polish color of acrylic paint. And I think, whoops, that's too much. Amber. Stop. Okay. And let's just dab some on the cheeks here of these. There we go. Just a little. Oh, that's cute. If you don't want to do this, don't do it. I just thought it was cute. And now we're going to dab a little bit here and try to not mess up their little noses. All right, so I believe this paint has dried. Now, I do have some Spanish moss here. You can get this at Walmart, Dollar Tree, pretty much any craft store. And what we're going to do is we are going to carefully glue this Spanish moss in between our little faces here. Just putting some hot glue right here. Stop. All right. Now get it. Be careful with this because it makes a mess. It gets everywhere. And I know that this orange paint has not 100% dried yet. The paint's very thick and it takes a little bit for it to dry. So I'm just going to try to so carefully just glue this around all the little faces here just to break up, you know, all of this blank space here. Okay, so now what I have over here, after I glued on these little bows, I just made these simple little bows out of some ribbon from Hobby Lobby right here. But you know what? This would also look cute in blues, you know, more like a winter type theme. But let's see, I have some of this greenery, and I think I'm going to put just a little bit of that on here. I think. We'll see. I'm just going to cut a couple pieces here. And I have that, and then I have some of these red berries over here. Let's see. Okay, I got the stuffing off. It was in a container that has a polyester fiber fill, and it was stuck all over it. But anyway, I have some of these. And I think what I'm going to do is just glue a few little pieces of greenery and then like some berries up at the top just to add a little bit of color. You know what? We can angle it like that. That would be even better. Or if you don't want to, don't want to. You don't have to. What am I saying? I'm not sure. Let's glue this down. Well, I thought that glue stick there had ample time to melt. Apparently it didn't. Okay, so let's just glue that down right there. And then I'm going to put this one here. And then we can angle the other one going this way. Now let's cut some of these berries here. Boink. There we are. Now let's see. Do I want to... That'll be fine. Just whatever you have handy that you can glue on here. I mean, I wanted to have a little something, you know, to add a little bit of color throughout. Okay. And now I'm going to glue on more greenery and some more of these berries in various other places. Okie dokie. I smudged his little nose. I'm going to have to go back and fix that. When it's dry, I can touch that up with some white paint. But I think that this is okay. And you see how I had this greenery here? I angled it this way, away from the bow so that it wouldn't, you know, clutter it up. I might need to add a little bit more moss here. But see how I have the greenery going this way, and then this way. Just something cute and easy to make. If you have an old muffin pan laying around that you don't want to use anymore, or like I said, this came from the Dollar Tree. You know, just go grab one from the Dollar Tree and use it. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned and we're moving on. All right, y'all, what do I have here? I have some of these foam dice from Dollar Tree. My little Corgi Hamilton got hold of these, and there's like some little tooth marks here and there. But I have a whole bunch of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint them with this white acrylic paint. 2 coats. If you use chalk paint, you can probably get away with just 1 coat, but I'm going to paint it with this white acrylic paint. I'm going to paint it 1 coat, let that dry completely. Another coat, let that dry completely. And now we're going to come back after that is completely dry and paint on the face. Okay, so let's zoom in. So now that the paint is dried on this, what we're going to do is we're going to paint on our drips. And for that, I like to use puff paint. Now, I got this at Walmart, this whole big set of this puff paint. It has a whole bunch of different colors in it. Or you can get individual bottles like this. This came from Walmart as well. You can find it at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, pretty much anywhere. Now, when I did my Scarecrow one, you know, I said it's a s'more. And people were like, you need to use brown paint for chocolate on a s'more. No, I don't. I need to use whatever color it is that I want to use. And for this, I'm going to be using blue. Use whatever color you like. But I just think it's cute, you know, when you're doing like different little s'mores and things like this, to use whatever color that you like that goes with the theme. And since we're doing a snow person, snowman, snow woman, whatever, I'm going to be using blue. Now, where is my raggedy? There. I just wanted to squirt a little bit of the paint out. But I'm not going to draw the face on just yet. I highly suggest that you use this first to get the drips on, and then you can kind of judge a little bit better where you want the face to go, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and paint on the drips. And the way I like to do it is just start anywhere up at the top, go down, and then back up. And I'm just very gently squeezing the bottle the whole time. Just going to come down some more. And see, I'm just going to work my way around like this, all the way around. Now try to be careful. Just go slowly, because some of this paint can have air bubbles in it, and you don't want a big old air bubble right in the middle of your paint. It doesn't look that nice. But we're going to do our little drips all the way around like so. Or if you don't want to use all of your paint up, don't bring them all the way around. Just go over whatever sides that you want to go over. See, and then that makes our drip. So I'm just going to continue, probably not all the way around, you know, just so I can preserve paint for future videos. But I'm just going to work my way around a little bit more. All right, this has not dried. Okay, this has not dried completely, I can tell you that. But I'm going to go ahead and take my pencil here, and let's just kind of sketch on, try to sketch on kind of a cute little face here. Is it going to be all that cute? Who knows? I'm just doing the best I can here. Is this going to be perfect? Absolutely not. Does it have to be perfect? Absolutely not. Just going to sketch it on. And then we're going to paint the face on with some of these paint markers. You've seen me use these before. These paint markers. This one came from Hobby Lobby. And shake it up here. And then we're just going to draw on over our pencil marks. Go slowly with this, because sometimes if you go too quickly, I've mentioned before, it can smear, and you have like drag lines, and it's not as opaque as it can be, and you might not be happy with it. But anyway, I'm going to finish drawing on the eyes and the mouth. So I have the eyes and the mouth, and now I'm going to take the orange puff paint, and I'm going to paint on a nose. Let's see where we want the nose to go. The nose! Can y'all hear like the, all the little chirping and things like that? It is like 2 o'clock in the morning here. Y'all know I sleep most of the day, and I'm up most of the night. So, yeah. No, a lot of my filming at night. So now let's just paint on this nose here. Oops, see, there went one of those little air bubbles right there. I can clean that up here in a minute. How cute is that? All right, now I'm just going to highlight the eyes with the white marker, but the black has to dry completely, okay? And then I have some pink paint. I might paint on some little pink cheeks. But we need to really let all of this dry thoroughly first. All right, so while that is over here drying, which I need to touch up some of that paint. While that's drying, what are this? Oh my goodness, what are these? These are pieces of cork. Adhesive backed cork that I got at Dollar Tree. It comes in a sheet, and I had used it on a previous craft, and I have these scraps left over. And I'm going to use these scraps and put together to use for the top and bottom of our little s'more. Like I said, they're very thin on their own. And these are not perfectly matched, but it's okay. I'll show you what we're going to do with them. First off, we're going to peel off the backing. And then we're going to stick 2 pieces together. You know, the 2 sticky sides together. Now, these are not as large as I would like the pieces to be. Oh gosh, it's very sticky. But it's going to have to do. So we're just sticking them, you know, like I said, the 2 sticky sides together. And I'm going to do that for these here. All right, now because these are not even, I'm going to try to trim them up just a little bit to make them look even. I want to try to give the appearance that I know what I'm doing. All right. Let's hold these together, and then we're just going to right about there. Trim that off. I mean, I have more of these. I just didn't see the need to open up a whole complete new pack, you know, just to make this, because I think it's going to work out pretty well. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit more of the edge here. And I think that these will be the perfect size. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. But now I have to let this paint sit here for just a little bit more, and then we're going to glue it together. Okay. So I think this will work. So let's go ahead. None of this is fully dry at all, so I'm taking a risk. Every time I pick this thing up, I'm like, am I going to drop it or smudge it or otherwise completely ruin it? I probably will before it's said and done. But let's just put this right here. Okay. Turn it around, see if that's kind of sort of, okay, that looks okay. I didn't mess it up too badly. I just put some glue here, and then we will stick the top piece on. Ah, it fell down. All right. There we go. Okay, so my bow here, I made out of this, I got this ribbon at Hobby Lobby. So let's see, let's put a blob of glue right here. Oh, lordy. Amber, that's a big old blob. I know, it'll be all right. All right, so let's put the little bow right here. Or leave the bow off, I don't care. All right, so now that the bow is stuck on there, I have some of these little snowflake buttons. These came from Joann's, by the way. So I'm just going to take one of these and we'll stick it right there. Right there will be fine. You can leave that off if you want, but I just wanted to, I'm trying to get that glue string off. And there you go. And you know what? And you can put more of your blue paint, like right around here if you want to, which I think I might do that, you know. I think I might put a little bit more blue paint around here, just to make it look like the chocolate, if you will, has melted down there. So let's go ahead and get our paint, and we'll do that. But other than that, this is pretty much done. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed both of these crafts. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.